This is my formal introduction to Yola, an artist I have no prior knowledge of aside from stumbling upon the song Dancing Away in Tears, which blew me away with how rich her vocal ability was, how delectable the rhythms and melodies were, and just the sheer musicianship on display as well. From that one song, the interweavings of country, Americana, and neo-soul left such a resounding impression on me that I was eager to hear more, and I was excited when I saw that there was a full-length album out. And this album is great. The opening Barely Alive eases the listener into a slow-paced beauty of a track with licks of funk, sweeping undertones of strings, and a super soulful vocal performance that is guaranteed to make you wade left and right. Other songs that follow suit with having more pretty and layered presentation include the aforementioned Dancing Away in Tears, Starlight, which I can kind of describe as like a space country track. The starlit nocturnal atmosphere is gorgeous, which is capitalized with a fantastic chorus. Like a Photograph is a gracious slow gem with a resounding sentiment on love being equivalent to a photograph in which it will eventually fade away, so savor the moment now while you have it. And the empowering closing title track, which lyrically talks a lot about resilience and standing up for oneself, and the sonic direction expresses a lot of confidence and the idea of rising above oneself. These cuts to me definitely shine the brightest here given the extra flair thrust upon them, but the remaining track list is very rooted in classic country and Americana. Not a whole lot of chamber instrumentation or soulful embellishments are to be found on tracks like Be My Friend, which could pass off as like a classic country tune if you ask me. The teary yet perpetuous gander into the afterlife of Great Divide, Yola's yearning singing performance on this track is delightful. If I had to do all it again, it's a bit of a detour. It's more kind of an infusion leaning towards R&B. It's quite low-key, led by a dripping piano lead. I like the sentiment here as well. Now You're Here is a sweet and syrupy track with an earnest vocal performance that does wonders for it. I really like the finishing touches on the song with the underlying horns and yappy vocalizations as it comes to a close. Break the Bough is a rowdy country song with a buzzing guitar lead. This kind of sound in country is usually one I'm typically repelling against, but here it doesn't feel overblown or excessively contrived. I like these celebratory horn chunks to accentuate that kinetic vibe it's going for. There is another song similar to this on the album with diamond studded shoes, but I didn't find this track all that engaging. Something about how it's fastly paced yet slow moving throws me off. And while I'm on this note, I wasn't a big fan of Whatever You Want. Its repetitious cycle isn't alluring enough for me to withstand listening to it in its entirety again. It just sounds like a really basic country pop tune with not a whole lot beside or behind it to capture my interest. Also, a small drawback I had with the album was that I wished some of the songs didn't overly rely on their hooks. Even on the songs I enjoy, like If I Had to Do It All Again, it can induce a bit of fatigue given how runtimes can go up to 5 minutes with very little deviation in their structure. But overall, I was really impressed with the album. I think Yola's vocal ability is quite unique and imitable, and it really was the driving force for my enjoyment on the album. There are a lot of sweet moments and catchy tunes along with well-crafted spotlight spaces that can brighten a mood and evoke a lot of emotional relatability in the listener, which is probably why I love it so much. Yet again, I'm just eager to hear more. Definitely check this record out. I think this is a sleeper. Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know down below, and I will see you in the next video. I'd give it a